Lee Hogan here, VIP Boxing, down for the first time at, is it Darlington ABC?
Yeah.
Or your dad's gym?
Dad's Sonny Darlow.
Is this where you started boxing?
Not in this actual gym, no. But,
no, but
like in our dad's gym, yeah.
How long your dad doing here then? About 3 years?
Yeah, we've been in this gym about 3 years now.
And this is going to be your first fight back with your dad, because prior to that you'd gone to Tenacity Boxing.
Yeah.
But you've become a dad, haven't you?
Yeah.
And your little lad's 1 year old now, and it's hard. Because even though it's not that far, it's still 45 minutes, isn't it?
Yeah.
Whether you're going to Headlands or whether you're going to Weymouth.
Oh, of course, it was like an hour. It was a 12-round trip, really.
Yeah.
So, like I said, there was no hard feelings. I still speak to them now.
No. But I was just been with John today. Been with John today, and he was saying wishing you all the best. Like.
Yeah, of course.
Because they're a good bunch of lads.
Yeah, sound.
And you're almost Geordie, so you can like understand one another.
Yeah.
But I've just been talking to your opponent, because November the 22nd up in Newcastle, is it the Walker Arena?
Yeah, Walker Dome.
Yeah. You take on arguably your toughest test on paper.
Yeah, I believe probably will be the toughest test as a professional, definitely. Yeah.
I mean, you've had some good tests. I mean, you've been matched. You've never been matched easy.
No.
But since you've put pen to paper with Wasserman and been on their shows, they've kept you busy. They've kept you ticking over until it's the right time. And they feel if you get the win in this fight, it's the right time for big things to come, isn't it?
Yeah, of course. Like I said, I was initially meant to fight Majid for a British Title Eliminator. That's fell through, and to come back with this fight. And listen, I fight anybody, Lee, now.
Yes. Well,
so
I think
it's one of them.
That's the good thing about being a parent. It focuses you, doesn't it, mate?
Yeah.
You know, and I think you've had a year now with your little one to focus on what you want and what you need, so you can provide for your little one. And the easiest way for you to do that is boxing, isn't it?
Yeah.
And do you know something? You do it so easily. I mean, when I was watching you today, you flow, mate. You flow. You know, your footwork's magnificent, and your hand speed is silly. You do put a big smile on my face when I watch you, mate.
Yeah, and like I said, I've had a good camp as well.
Well, that's what I was going to get onto. I mean, I've seen you today, looking really good, very sharp and everything. But last time was perhaps your first fight back under your dad, where you fought at Bolton against Miguel Antin. But it was not your full camp under your dad.
No.
So now this is your first full camp back under your dad. Is it nice? Is it feel different or what?
Yeah, it's what I'm used to, really. Like I say, even that last fight was with Tenacity, and when I was working with Ant and John, I still work with our dad anyway. Yeah. A couple of days a week. So, and I just thought it was right. It was just one of them things. And
but like you say, it is pragmatic because of the fact that you've got a young family now, and it makes life a lot harder. Like I say, 2 hours a day just travelling, and expensive as well because petrol's not cheap.
Listen, it's not, is it?
It's one of them. And we don't earn much at this level at boxing, do we, mate?
Definitely not.
But I did speak to Levi. Caught up with him yesterday, and we're going to put both videos out at the same time. I quite like him. I've met him a few times, and I did a little interview with him about a year ago, just because he's had a lot of bad luck. You know, being inactive and things not happening. A couple of upsets and losses, you know. Prize fight is nothing, that doesn't really matter. But I think when he lost to Nathan Bendon, that was a bit of a surprise. To
be truthfully, I haven't seen any of them really.
I think he was a lightweight at the time, and he was just go on, I'll fight him. And the guy was more of a super welterweight, you know, like middleweight, and. Obviously must have caught him and took him out, and he said you learn a lesson, and he believes his 3 losses have been 3 great learning curves, and he feels like he's come back from them, and he's coming back better and stronger, and hopefully he feels he's going to prove that on the night he fights you. But I did say to him, those 3 losses all came in November.
The 4th coming in November.
Well, you know, I said, you know, it's one of those things, you know, a lot of boxers are superstitious, but he feels he's going to put that to bed, and November is not going to be a bogey month no more.
Listen, he's a professional boxer himself. If he's not going in there confident, then he's in the wrong game, isn't he?
Exactly, mate, exactly. So he is very confident. But he's, like I say, slightly more experienced than you as a professional. And perhaps even as an amateur, even though you're very highly decorated as an amateur, it was only up to youth level.
Yeah, of course. I only had one senior fight.
Yes, and that was your last fight, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So, but prior to that, you'd won, what was it, six national titles?
6 national titles, yeah.
So yes, medal-wise and everything, you surpassed him. But he did win the development. I think he won the under-10s and the under-20s, and then competed in the elites, fighting some of the best kids in the country.
Oh, yeah, of course.
So he feels like there's no advantage there for you over him, if you know what I mean. In experience-wise, he feels he's a more experienced pro, and as an amateur, even though you're more highly decorated, he feels he was a little bit more seasoned because he only started as a senior, as an elite.
Yeah, well, like I said, I'm 10 fights deep now, and the last 6 fights, I'd say they've all been good learning fights for me. I've had a couple of 6-rounders, a couple of 8-rounders, and it's time to move up.
Yeah, well, listen, is it the right time though? I'm watching you
Of
today.
course.
I'm pretty sure it's the right time.
Yeah.
I was truly impressed. I always am with you though.
Yeah.
Like I say, fantastic footwork, fantastic hand of speed, and what I'm more happy about is, I know we're over 2 weeks away, aren't we?
Yeah, 2 weeks today.
2 weeks today, yeah, because it's Friday, isn't it?
Friday night, yeah.
And you're on weight, mate.
Yeah, near enough.
Yeah, but you are on weight. This is near enough ideal, perfect weight to be at this stage of your thing.
Yeah.
And that sometimes has been an issue with you, hasn't it?
Of course. Listen, I'm not just saying it, Lee. This camp, I've put me all into it really, and it's helped a lot with the gym being around the corner. I can have longer sessions. I can have more sessions in the day, and it's what I needed.
Yeah, no, I like this place, mate.
Yeah.
Nice and bright as well. That makes a change, isn't it? Normally a bit dingy and straight off the road, no stairs to come up. So it was wonderful for me, mate. Is it nice to be back with your dad as well? I know you've always been with your dad.
Of course,
So he's always been part of your thing. But you know, he's your main coach again. And,
it's sound.
You know,
it's good fun really. You know what I mean? The little one comes down. He's down punching the bags, and I've had a fun camp, Lee. It's been a long camp.
Yeah.
Because I was meant to fight Majid last month
October,
now, October, yeah. So I've been in the gym for months really.
And that's why you're on weight then.
Yeah.
Because you're well prepared.
Yeah. And like you say, I want to push on after this fight. No, I'm not looking past Levi, no, but I want Rafferty. That was my previous fight was meant to be for a British Title Eliminator.
Right.
So, and listen, I believe I'd have beat Majid as well. So, ideally, I'd be looking at the British title fight against Rafferty.
That's quite a great achievement to do when you consider that, you know, most people have stepping stones, you know, like area titles, English titles. But I mean, if that was offered to you, you'd jump at it then?
Yeah, of course.
Because now Raf, I'll tell you something, I filmed Jack Rafferty as an amateur.
Oh,
and
good fighter.
He's a silly, tough man, mate. Incredibly tough. And then he didn't have much skill about him. But he went to Ben Lancaster's, who was a trainer of Danny Wright, who just won the ABAs. And within a year, he transformed him. He transformed him to a guy who could not just be naturally tough, but who could fight. And in fact, he had a fantastic fight in the semi-finals of, I think it was 2017, against Joe Laws. When Laws got into the final. Did Laws win it that year, or did he lose in the final?
I can't remember.
Well, anyway, but it was a brilliant fight in the semi-final there, and I didn't think anyone could do that with him. And then he moved on to Steve Maylets, who had Terry Flanagan, and you know, he's tweaked him, and you know, he's got that happy medium now where he can box a little bit, but he's got that serious power and toughness in abundance. So
listen, we're all on the same path, aren't we? We all want to get to the top, and listen, that's where I believe I should be in 2025.
You think that's going to be your year, mate?
Yeah, 100%.
How old are you now? Are you 26, 27?
25 just turned
25?
last week, yeah.
Oh, you're a baby still, mate.
Yeah.
So, exciting for you then, isn't it?
Yeah, of course. Because this year should be. Well, sorry, 2025 should be an exciting year.
Yeah. Because, like I said, this is the first real acid test for you.
Yeah.
You passed those little tests, but we expected you to pass them. This one, it's a gamble, isn't it?
Yeah,
and like I said to Levi, and he won't mind me saying this, it's, you know, he's got nothing to lose and everything to gain.
Of course, listen, he's it's one of them, innit?
Mm-hmm. So have you watched much of him, and or do you just leave that to your dad?
I don't really take that. Listen, I'm going to do what I do best, really. So you can watch.
Can you work people out quite quickly in there from your amateur days?
Yeah. Of course. And we've got 10 rounds, so I'm fit.
Hey, do you know what I love about this as well? There's nothing on the line. The only thing on the line is a W, mate.
Yeah, of course.
And do you not think that's what boxing should be about?
Oh, of course, yeah. Like I say, he wants
good kids against good kids.
We both want the same thing. Do you know what I mean? One of us is gonna
move on a little bit faster than the other.
Yeah, of course. Excel a little bit more, I suppose, aren't I?
Is that going to be you?
100%.
Listen, I'm going to get off. I'll let you finish off. You've got all the kids coming in here.
Yeah.
You're going to help out with them. Is that fun for you as well, helping out with the kids?
Not really, but it has to be done, doesn't it?
Well, listen, good luck for 2 weeks today.
2 weeks, yeah.
And will you be win number 11 when I see you next?
11, I know, yeah.
You take care.
And you, Lee.
See you later, Ben. Bye. Is that all right, mate?
For all boxing info, news and latest interviews, amateur and pro, across the north, click and subscribe. VIP Boxing Promotions. Also, Twitter, Instagram and Facebook.